Yeah, we've just got the one person here for now. We're just trying to, hopefully it builds up a little bit. If you want to chat with me, or if anyone wants to join me, just feel free, let me know. Just going to do a bit of a catch-up session. That's all I was thinking to do. A bit of a catch-up. A few things I wanted to talk about. I've been waiting for the last live chat to load up. I don't know why it wouldn't load. It was taking forever. It was still processing when I last checked, and it should have been out 10 minutes ago. So I've just deleted that one off. It's just gone now, and I'm going to start this new one off. So come into the live chat and let me know who's watching. Just going to wait for a few more people. Hopefully a few more come in. I didn't really announce this until only, I think, about an hour ago. So yeah, if not many people are going to join, then that's probably the reason why. Also, it is 20 to 2 on a Thursday afternoon, so people are probably going to be at work. I've got work later, only for a few hours, so that's why I decided to do it now. I've been busy editing all day. Just got my latest video starting to edit that, so that'll be out in the next few months. Yeah, I just wanted to pretty much come on here and talk to people. People should join. Oh, hold on, we've got top chat only. Okay, I've changed it to live chat, so if you want to join into the live chat, just come in and type away, let me know. I did do like a Q&A thing before, but I don't know how I did it. If anyone wants to join, let me know. Okay. I'm getting notifications coming through on my phone at the same time. It's I can't really check my phone right now, so if anybody messages me for the next maybe hour, I'm not going to be able to talk to you. Okay. Sharon, hey, how are you? Just like watching you. Yeah, I recognise your name, Sharon. Hi, thanks for watching the channel. It means a lot. Everybody that watches, I tend to recognise people's names when they comment and things like that, because I've had, like, throughout my time on YouTube, it's been 4 years now, and what tends to happen is I'll get somebody who watches for a few months, and I'm not saying they don't watch again, but I'll recognise the names because every week I have a little chat with them, or they'll leave a comment and I'll reply, so I tend to recognise names. Plus, Clayton is a very nice area where I live, in ᴄဃᴜᴜ Clayton is probably one of the nicer areas. It's somewhere I wanted to live myself, actually. So I recognise your name, yeah. I can't think of who actually commented on a post I made a few weeks, well, I think it was the start of the week actually, or the end of last week, and I was saying about my channel not getting Paranormal Findings. I've heard of them, Paranormal Findings UK. I can't check on my phone normally. In this point I would check Instagram or something, but I've definitely heard of that. I've just got the chat over here on the big screen for anybody wants to come through. Again, Sharon, very grateful, happy to talk to you. But the reason why I'm going to be looking down there a lot is because I've got the got your words on the screen. Yeah, I was just going to start talking about my channel. I put a post up on the community tab, I think it was the end of last week, it might have been the weekend, and basically I left a poll, and I was saying if people think I should start a fresh account, a fresh channel, it'd be the same, exactly the same, Explore Beyond, but it'll just be a fresh start. Yeah, I love Susie. She's such an amazing but spooky. I love Susie so much, and Matt, the awesome couple. They came to my wedding. I really like them as a couple. Been in the house a few times, and I go out exploring with them. They live like 2.5 hours away from me. Well, 2 hours, between 2 hours and 2.5 hours. But yeah, Susie's awesome. Such a funny time. I'm very disappointed because the video she put out only, I think Monday night, she put a video out in a care home with me and Sylvia, my wife, and we actually went to that care home, me and Susie, before that video on our own, and I was filming, Susie wasn't. I was going to make Some weird noises behind me. I was going to make a little vlog that day. That's Luna, if you can hear her barking. Somebody came in the street, I think, so she's barking at them. So yeah, Susie, we went, spent the night exploring and investigating a couple of places. I did a vlog inside the care home when it was just me and her. That whole video, I edited it. I was more than sure I uploaded it to my YouTube, my vlog channel. I do have 2 channels for anybody that doesn't know. I try and push that one sometimes, but it doesn't get as much traction as this one. This is my main channel. I put all my focus in that, but I do have a second channel, and there's a lot of work that goes into that as well. A lot of behind the scenes, daily vlogs, and we go a lot of National Trust places, activities, whether it's ᴄʟᴏ, segways, we've done all that sort of stuff, just general enjoying ourselves. And yeah, go check out that channel if you haven't seen it. It's called the Explore Beyond Vlogs. So I filmed a vlog in that care home for me and Susie, and I was gonna release that sometime before I released the video of the actual care home, because she filmed one, I filmed one. I'm gonna be releasing mine in a few months, but yeah, I wanted to yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I remember the comments. Yeah, it comes back to me. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a little bit, the wedding, but it was the best day of my life, hands down the best day of my life. So yeah, the video with Susie, we went around this care home. I edited the video. It was a really good vlog, probably a good 30 minutes long. Really enjoyed it. And also, I was travelling back that night on my own from Lincoln to ᴄဃᴜ/ᴜ. It's in Staffordshire, and it was such a foggy night. I filmed the entire journey. For some reason, that video's gone. Like, I can't find it on my computer, my laptop, my hard drive. It's not on YouTube uploaded. I can't find the video. I was so gutted the other day because it was such a funny video. I can tell you guys now what happened in the video. Well, there's 2 things. There's one quite serious thing and one funny thing. Me just being myself, getting Susie involved, and it was such a funny thing, like, but the video's gone and I'm gutted about it. But basically, yeah, just seeing somebody just liked the video, so yeah, keep the likes coming. Yeah, YouTube's like a pain in the arse, but I don't know why things like this happen. Problems with videos. I've had all sorts of problems. But going back to the vlog, we went to a room. The first room we saw was well, not the first room we saw, the first room we got attracted to. I went and filmed the door, and it was door number 7. Anyone that's seen her video might know the story already, but just stay with me. So I went into room 7. It just attracted me. I like the number 7. It's my favourite number. We went further down the corridor, made a right turn, and went to the end of that corridor, and we saw one of the boxes on the wall with all the numbers and the lights for the room numbers, and number 7 was lit up. So we were like, no way, I can't believe this is happening. Like, we've literally come in here, we're the only ones in here, we haven't touched anything. Room 7 is lit up. That's the room that we were attracted to. It was so strange. But then the story gets even better. Later on, we were down by the offices to the care home, and there's a big whiteboard in the office. I was watching the video, sorry. Oh, okay. I don't know what you were saying. Yeah, so we noticed on the whiteboard it said that, I think the name was Jeffrey. It said like Jeffrey, in brackets, room 7 is to be kept inside his room for the next 48 hours until he apologizes to somebody for whatever. So we were like, is Jeffrey's spirit here? Is he trying to bring us back? Is he trying to attract us to the room, the story, what's gone on? It was so bizarre. I lost all that. My name's Simon, not Adam. Yeah, Simon. Simple Simon. Simon says. Yeah, I lost all that footage, but also we found some hats and we were wearing them in the videos. They weren't actual hats though, and this is the funny thing. We wore them for about 15 minutes during our videos. Well, during my videos, Susie wasn't filming, and we were acting so normal, and we were... Yeah, don't worry about it, honestly, don't worry about it. I mean, it doesn't really say my name anywhere, so people might not know, but yeah, it's Simon. Yeah, we had these hats on, and Susie looked like a dinner lady. Like, I said she looked like a dinner lady, and she said I looked like, I think she said a pirate or something, or a cowboy. Anyway, we had them on for about 15 minutes whilst I was filming my video. Dead serious, walking around a scary care home at night, acting totally normal, except they weren't hats we were wearing, they were actually cardboard sick buckets. So it was quite funny, to be honest. It was funny, like, little moments. I lost all that footage. Well, I didn't lose it, I edited that video, but then I lost it all, so I don't know what's happened to it. Now, when we went back to that care home on a few weeks later, the same video that Susie's now released, obviously it's my version from my angle, and at one point Susie goes with Sylwia to the other part of the building, and I carried on. I went back down where we'd just been because I just felt attracted back down towards room 7 and beyond. And for that entire 48 minutes, I think it was, of video, I've lost it all. Because it had no audio. I don't know why. The audio just cuts out, and then for about 48 minutes it's just me walking around the building, talking to the camera, filming all the dark corridors and what have you, and I've included it in my video, you'll see it in the future, but I lost all the audio. I heard lots of bangs and things like that, and it's like something was trying to bring me back down there, but it's all gone. So I'm really disappointed in that. I've done around about 300 videos on YouTube, maybe more, over both channels, and I've had trouble with around about 6 or 7 videos, so it's not that big of a deal, but it kind of is, because I want every video to be perfect, and I tried my hardest filming, editing. So yeah, unfortunately parts of that video are lost forever, but it's okay, it's all good. I've forgotten about it now, I've moved on. Things can only get better, which takes me back onto what I was saying about the poll. I did a poll for ask people if they think I should be starting a new channel or keeping the same one. Now, a lot of people did say that they think I should start a complete fresh. I was going to be downloading all my videos and re-uploading them, which kind of would have been like a week's worth of job to do, because to download each video in either 4K or 1080 would have taken me so long, and then re-upload them, all the information back, it would have took forever, and I didn't really want to do it. I contacted YouTube to find out if there were some restrictions on my account. What I'm thinking is, if I've accidentally done something to affect my algorithm, could be a million things. YouTube are very strict and funny when it comes to things like that. So I contacted them and I just said, my views are not what they used to be. I don't understand why. Before COVID, well, during COVID, I was hitting on average, I'd say 6-7K per video. Some were hitting below that, some were going way over that. One went viral, which I was happy about at the time, but it's not such a great thing when you're a small channel, because it can affect you negatively. But I asked them if there's something wrong with my account, if there's a restriction been put on it, or something that's affecting my views, and why I don't seem to be growing at all over the last nearly 2 years. And they confirmed that there's nothing wrong on my account. It's literally just keeping people engaged and keeping people interested. Of course, people watch my video, it'll help it grow. Liking is important to some degree, but it's not massive. Same with comments, you know, I appreciate it, and I love the fact that people talk to me and engage. Again, likes the same, but the most important thing is just watching the video. And I need to find a way to keep people more engaged. Maybe I'm boring. Maybe I am a boring person. I think I am. I don't know. Maybe I need to try and be a little bit more engaging. I've always wanted to do more live streams in places. The problem is I don't always get the chance to do it on this channel. So I was going to be doing it on my other channel more. But you have to have 1,000 subscribers to do live streams on phones. I can do it on my laptop, but the camera is just like rubbish. So I've done one or two before, but I've deleted them after. I was going to be doing more. However, YouTube have now changed their basically they're now letting you do lives on your phone after 50 subscribers, so I can start doing more on my other channel, which I'm happy about. But yeah, I wanted to come on this channel today and just chat about like the YouTube situation. I kept saying I'm going to make a video, but I've been super busy. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, and I thought let's just get it out there, live stream. So YouTube have confirmed there's nothing wrong with my account. They've confirmed that my account is just literally analytics, why it's not growing. I need to step it up a little bit. Maybe I need to improve some things, video quality, video editing. Everyone says, oh, your videos are so good, like edit wise, but obviously there's something not right, whether it's me or whether it's just the way I do it. I don't know. I mean, feedback is great. If people give me feedback, I always take it on board. I used to get a lot of nasty comments back when I first started. I stopped doing paranormal for a long time because that many people were leaving me nasty comments like about, you know, ghosts aren't real. This is a rubbish video. I won't say what they actually said on here, but I got so many nasty comments. Is the sound okay, by the way? I've never asked if the sound is okay, if I'm coming through okay, if the quality's okay. Let me know, because I haven't got a mic on here. This is literally just on my phone, so if it sounds bad, just let me know. I can't do anything about it now, but I can for next time. So yeah, lots of nasty comments, and it made me stop doing it for a long time. And then for a while I was just, yeah, thanks for letting me know, Sharon. I'm glad it's coming through okay. It should be okay because I'm at home and the Wi-Fi's on and what have you. But yeah, I was getting a lot of comments, so I stopped doing it. And then I started to release videos for paranormal on a Wednesday, and on Saturdays I started to do my exploring videos because that's what people seem to want to see at the time. I went for about 8 months not doing any paranormal at all, or just incorporating bits but then deleting it after, just for my own benefit, but then deleting it from the video. And then eventually I was thinking, but this is what I do, this is my channel, and this is what my channel was started for, so why should I stop because people are bullying me basically? So I started it again, and in the last, I'd say 18 months, it's really took off again. You like the paranormal? Exactly. There's people out there that will watch paranormal channels, and it shows now because there's that many paranormal groups out there. And there's newer ones now, and they're always starting. So it shows that like there's a big thing for the paranormal. For the last few years, I've just stuck my finger up at everybody who would give me nasty comments, and I've continued doing what I do, and that's what I came here to do, what I love to do. I've always been into paranormal since I was a child, and I used to go on a lot of ghost hunts before my channel, like the paid events. I enjoyed them, but they're never the same as being there on your own or with like me and Sylwia or me and a friend kind of thing. But I did a lot of paid events when I was younger. When I was 18, I'm 33 now, a long time ago. When I was 18, I passed my driving test, and me and a friend of mine used to go out on a Friday, Saturday, and we'd go to places that I still go to this day, and we'd go there. Back then I only had a camera to take pictures on, I couldn't film on it. It was a possibility, but it was batteries like AA batteries, and they used to run out within 20 minutes. Plus it only filmed in 720. It's a long time ago. But I used to do bits of paranormal investigating. We had lots of strange things happen to us back in those days, and it was always local, within an hour away. If you've ever seen beach caves, we used to go there quite a lot. It's only 15 minutes from my house. ᴠʟᴏឡ Castle, that's about 50 minutes, 50. And we used to go there quite a lot at night. Saw a lot of things there over the years, actually, like full body apparitions. Not so much recently, but back then, we both thought we'd seen some lady. Anyway, I'm going off subject. So yeah, I was always into the paranormal, and that's why I started it. So I continued, and I just said, I'll do what I want to do, like not what people tell me to do. Okay. Last year. You've been into it for 28 years. I was trying to just reading the comment. Your partner of 28 years. I think I'm reading that wrong. Yeah, people got a massive interest in paranormal, and I think it's just the question of not knowing what happens to us when we die, which is what we'd all like to know at the end of the day. We'd all like to know that. Hi Gainer, welcome. Yeah, I'm just chatting about the YouTube situation. I made the poll, which you might have seen. So yeah, I was just talking about that. Decided I'm going to continue with this channel, but I was just getting to that point. YouTube confirmed to me that my channel is okay. It's all analytical. Basically, my videos aren't good enough, so I need to improve them, which I'm working on. I need to spend a bit more time on my channel. Like as much as I do spend, I mean, come on, I spend so much time filming each video, 10 to 15 hours on an average video. It was a poll I put out, sort of, it was end of last week, or it might have been the weekend, and I was just basically asking if everybody thinks I should start a new channel with the same name and everything, just to start fresh, or continue on this one. And everybody, like most people, said start fresh. YouTube have confirmed my channel is okay, it's just analytics is why I'm not growing. So I'm gonna have to just continue with this one and hope I can grow. It's a lot to throw away at the end of the day. I think I've just hit like, I don't want to get this wrong, I think it's 20,000 hours of watch time I've just hit. My subscribers in the last few days have gone up a little bit, and it's just the views. Like, the views are nowhere near what they used to be, and it's very, like, it's upsetting for how much effort I put in. Okay. I just seen your comment, right? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that then. So he was your partner of 28 years. I'm sorry to hear about that. Like, it's never nice. I don't like, you know, like deaths and things. It's not nice. You know, people are always there for you and always there to talk to you. Like, it's not a nice subject. But yeah, it's gonna spike your enthusiasm to find out what happens when we go all the more. I'll tell you a little story about my granddad soon. I'll tell you in a minute. Talking about sort of people beyond what happens when we're gone. PG Paranormal Guardians, hi. Yeah, you're welcome to my channel. If you're new here, brilliant. I'll have to check you guys out. I do a lot of paranormal investigating, lots of urban exploring. This is a one-off kind of live stream, just talking about my channel in general, and generally just bits of everything really. It's been a bad year. It's been ups and downs. One of the major ups was my wedding from a few weeks ago. Fantastic day, absolutely loved it. But I'll just fill you in quickly. You can always go back and watch if you want to, but yeah, just filling you in quickly. Well, I've had the channel for around about 4 years, and it took a long time to get to them stage of 100 subscribers, and then 200, and so on and so on. And then over lockdown, I shot up well past 1,000. I had videos that were doing 5-6k, not many, but it started to grow. Yeah, you've always got to stay positive, Sharon. That's the main thing. It's always going to be there, but you have to make the most of your life and make your life positive. You think positive, and you'll be positive. And like you say, take each day as it comes. Based in Staffordshire, Jackie, based in Staffordshire, ᴄဃᴏᴛ in Staffordshire, born in Stoke-on-Trent. So yeah, the channel about 4 years old, or almost. Started to grow really massively, like not massively like saying I'm a big YouTuber. I don't mean like that. I mean my views started going up. Sorry, I've got a really tight neck, really bad back. If I'm squirming around, it's because I'm suffering with my back and my neck at the minute. The channel started going up, and I was getting, some videos were hitting like 10k, and I had one that went viral at like nearly 40k, and most of all, they were all going over 1,000 on the views, and it was good times. And then all of a sudden I had to stop uploading towards the end of lockdown. I tried to do some little mini vlogs at home just to keep it rolling, keep in the algorithm, but it wasn't working out. Before I knew it, I was uploading videos and they were barely hitting 100 views, which was getting me down quite a lot. And I kept telling myself, once I give it a few months, get back onto the algorithm, and hopefully it won't be this way anymore. Hope I didn't go off then. It said that my battery's nearly low on my phone, so I'm gonna have to find a charger. Actually, I forgot that I've got an iPhone and the rubbish batteries. I'll find a charger, don't you worry about that. There will be one somewhere. I've got one, like, should be, here it is. There it is. So yeah, I started dropping right down, and I've never really gone back up again. I've had a few videos that have gone over 1,000 views, but not many. Most of the time they get 100 to 200 views, and it's upsetting when you spend so much time and put so much effort into your channel. I'm sure a lot of people can vouch for me when I say that. I don't know how I'm going to do this now because I've got my phone on a tripod. So I'm just going to push you up there. Hopefully I don't flick you right off. Might be a little bit higher now, but then I can get this in here. Maybe not. Okay. That should be enough now. Nope. Oh, there we go. I'm in, I think. Am I charging? I don't know, I can even check, you know. I feel like if I go off it, I'm not going to be able to get back up. Oh, you popped up this video, okay, that's cool. I'm sorry, I've just missed a few comments here. From Norfolk, but from Manchester. Manchester's one of my favourite cities, I absolutely love it. Is this charging? I'd love to know if this is charging. Everybody tell me, is my phone charging? I don't want to click off it, because if I click off it, I mean, you tell me, will it go off? Will the live go off? Okay, if I go off, if I've got 20%, it should be charging, but if it goes off, I'm sorry. So yeah, going back to this, Manchester, love Manchester, one of my favourite cities, always has been. I used to go there every single birthday. Absolutely love it. Here's Luna, by the way. Come up here, Luna. Come on, jump up. Okay, I'll pick you up. Oh, there's Luna. Say hi, Luna. Hello. Come on. My uncle lives in Norfolk. Lovely place, Great Bircham. So I'm familiar with Norfolk as well. YouTube is a very tough journey. It's so many ups and downs. There's been so many occasions where I felt like, she says hiya. There's been many occasions where I felt like giving up. There's been occasions where I've said I'm gonna go. I've never said it publicly. More to Sylwia, my partner, my wife, Paranormal Guardians particularly. Like if you knew, Sylwia's my wife. So there's been times where I've said to her, I'm gonna give up. Like why am I even doing it anymore? If I'm not, you know, growing, I'm not getting anywhere. I've never asked for money on YouTube. I've never asked for money. I see a lot of people these days, in particular, they show up like new people to like YouTube and things, and they started accounts within the last 6 months, maybe to a year, and they like asking people to fund them. Yeah, we've spent hundreds or we've spent thousands on equipment, and it's nice to get something back. And I think to myself, without talking too negatively, but like I have literally spent thousands and thousands of pounds on my computer, which is here, my laptop. I've got 4 cameras above me, and then there's the little bits of equipment, the little things that I've spent money on, and like I've literally spent so much money. And then fuel, there's been thousands and thousands, and I've never asked for money. I never will. Like if I did memberships and somebody wanted to be a member, they would get something back. Like they get these live streams, for instance. This is what I would do. I would give more and more and more live chats and one-to-one things like that. So if anybody wanted to be members, I would one day set that up. But I've never asked for money at the end of the day. I never will, because it's my hobby, it's my life. I'm choosing to do this, and I will never ask anybody to send me money over. I've had people send me money in live premieres for videos, and yeah, I appreciate it. It means the world to me. Like when somebody is just willing to just go, there's a £5, it's like, thank you. But honestly, like watching my video and dropping a like means more to me than money. Like money doesn't mean anything to me. It never has, it never will. As long as I've can live comfortably, I'm happy. I need to get back through some of these comments because I'm missing them. So yeah, I was gonna say, pop up in your main recommendations. So YouTube's pushed the video, great. That's good to know. So thanks for that. Thanks for letting me know, and thanks for clicking on it. Thanks. Keep at it, Simon. I love your channel. That means a lot to me. Yeah, during COVID, I had so many views and subscribers, and it seemed to just die off after. But also during COVID, a lot of new people started channels. Anybody seen the Wild Boar Hotel, for instance? Just one of many places that got absolutely ransacked during COVID by general members of the public, and they were going on exploring pages, finding these places out and going in and just helping themselves to whatever they could find. And then kids would go in, there'd be fires set, and it's a nightmare. It became so, I was embarrassed to do this hobby anymore. Not the paranormal, but like the urbex stuff. It became embarrassing because I felt like just as much of the problem. I've done 3 or 4 videos in the Wild Boar, and my first video, I edited it, and it was like months. It was due to come out like a couple of months later, but I actually held off about 5-6 months from actually uploading it because I didn't want people to go, oh look, another person uploading a video from that place. So I was embarrassed to upload the video. I released it, and it worked out for me in the end. Like I never had no trouble from it, but I was embarrassed. I really was. Started about a year ago. Lots of experimenting. Yeah, there's a recipe to follow when it comes to YouTube, and there's some things that people say aren't so important, but trust me, when you're a small channel, they are very important. Your tags are so important, and getting the right ones as well. This is a mistake I've always made, and it's only through being a bit lazy, not putting the right things down and making sure your titles are important. A lot of people, and it kind of grinds on me when people will put, I mean, I do it a lot as well. It's not, I'm not picking at anybody, but the video title, like I've been to, say, an old abandoned house, and I'll put exploring this abandoned time capsule house. It's very simple, very straightforward, but it's not very much engaging. People aren't going to click on that and go, oh my god, I can't wait to see that video. They're going to just see it as like it's the same as everybody else's. But there's people out there that do things like that, write things like that as a title, and they get 1,000 views in no time. Titles need to be more engaging. That's the key for somebody who's just starting, or a year or so old on the channel. That's what I will say, that what you need to do with YouTube. I have studied YouTube. I've done a lot of the courses they do. Hey Dan, how's it going, man? Are you at work still, or are you on break, or are you finished, or you've not started work yet? Other side of the world, so I don't know. So yeah, the titles need to be engaging. Your number one thing on YouTube that needs to be the most important, first of all, is titles and thumbnail. Now, the titles need to ask a question. Okay, so not just about this abandoned house. This house, oh my god, we explored this abandoned place. Why did they leave? It's asking a question, and that makes it more engaging for people. I'm giving free advice here, by the way, so get your pen and paper out if you've got a channel. So yeah, that's it's a full-time job. YouTube is a full-time job. Just getting back to some of these. I'd help you out if I could, but my pensioners, don't worry about it, Gainer. Don't worry about it. I don't want any money off anybody. The fact that you just watch my videos is more than enough for me, so don't worry about that at all. Sharon, I had COVID for the 3rd time. I've had it 3 times. The first time I felt like I was hungover badly for about 2 weeks. I don't drink. I had a cocktail the other day, martini. We went out for a steak, but I don't drink. Otherwise, I'll have probably two drinks of alcohol in a year. That's it. If that, really. I drank a few at the wedding, but I didn't get drunk. I'm not a getting drunk kind of person. Never have been. Stuck at 230 subs, about 15. See, 1,500, is that 1,500 hours of watch time? Because it's some good going. Subs don't matter, I will tell you that. Jackie, subs don't matter. They do to some degree. Like, of course, you need the subs to give you some sort of starting point, but your views and keeping people on the video is more important than your subscribers. I've got 2,600 something. So there you go, you've increased by 500 hours in the last 4 days. Exactly, brilliant. That's good going. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. 10 minutes before you got to go in. Just pick that up there. I've got to go in later. It's 20 past 2 in the afternoon here. I've only got a short, like 2.5, 3 hour shift. So I'm going to be going in at 5. I'll be done by 7:15 tonight, and then I'll be home for about 8:15. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I've got to go work myself. So okay, 3,500. That's good. You're almost at the 4,000 minimum requirement for monetization. So it's just focusing on them subs. When them subs get to 1,000, you monetize. But that doesn't mean anything as well. A lot of people want monetization, and I see it every day. People are begging 6:18 a.m. for you. I wish it was 6:18 a.m. here. Start the day again. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, monetization doesn't mean anything. People are begging for subscribers. I see it every day on Facebook. People are begging for subscribers so that we can get monetized. It doesn't mean you're going to get paid. I've been on YouTube for 4 years. I've had about £180. It doesn't mean you're going to get paid. Like, if you get a channel that grows to 20, 30, 40, 100,000 subscribers and you're getting good views, good watch time, you've got a good chance of making a bit of money. But monetization does not mean you're going to get paid, and a lot of people get that wrong, basically. these comments, I'm losing them. Hold on. I've got the whole screen with comments on, so oh god, my back's killing me. And okay, so started doing shorts with teasers. Shorts are a section in themselves, like they're good, but you can get some shorts that can fly off. I had one that I did a 5-parter with shorts. I did one every day, and it was all from the same place. And one video got 20 views, one got 400 views, and one got 16,000 views. So they weren't being watched in the order, like, kind of thing. So it's a shame. Trailers. I make trailers. The thing is as well, trailers can actually affect your channel negatively, because if I put a trailer out that's 1 minute 30 seconds long and people watch only a small percentage of that, it's going to go as a normal video, not a short, and it's going to say that people aren't watching this video, and it'll affect it in a negative way. So trailers are good, but maybe use trailers on Instagram and Facebook and things like that. I tell myself this, but I never do it, because I'm just that busy all the time. Yeah, COVID, you were saying about COVID. I've had it 3 times. First time was like hungover. Second time I wasn't as bad, I just had really bad flu. And the third time I was okay, I had it for about a day. But the first time was just the worst. I literally thought I was gonna die. Last video going viral. You can check all your analytics on, mainly on desktop. It's better on desktop. If you check on, you can see all the ins and outs, when people are watching, what time they're watching, how long they've watched for. You can usually see where they drop off and things like that. I can give you a few pointers when it comes to YouTube videos. Try and change the scene at least every 20 seconds, I'd say. I tend to do a lot less than that, but you can go 20-30 seconds. Just, it keeps people more engaged. Rather than watching one minute long scene, try and chop it up a little bit in different angles if you can, but also so that you can constantly keep people's, they constantly see something new. Like, we've become programmed these days to watch short videos. Like, you've got Instagram Reels and TikTok and even Snapchat and things like that. So people's minds are very, like, they want to see the information quickly. They don't want to sit there and watch an hour long for one little bit. So the key I've found is to try and break the video up. You can still include all your video, but just try and change the angle, try and change what's happening, so that it's constantly fresh, constantly new for people. That's a good tip for you as well. Okay, I'm going to scroll down a bit now, because I had it held up. Covered everything still at this point. Yeah, if you enjoy the paranormal, then great, keep at it. There's some people out there that I've met who are genuine, and they're good at what they do. Be yourself as well, that's an important one. But there's some people out there that they literally, their end goal on YouTube is I want to get 1,000 subscribers and get my watch time up so that I can start getting paid. And that's them people. I've seen it for years. They tend to drop off very quickly. They don't last, because they're not getting what they want fast enough, which is money, and it doesn't work like that. I'm not here for the money, that's the difference. Like, I've got a job, I'm not here for the money, I go work for my money. Mental health videos for paranormal investigators, harassment on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier on, I was talking about all the negativity I used to get on YouTube for my paranormal stuff. Something I've been interested in for a long time, but from the age of 18 onwards, I've done a lot of the paid events, and I used to go with a friend of mine. I was just saying that earlier to Sharon, and that got me down mentally. Like, my mental health dipped, because I was going online doing something I love to do, and people were putting me down for it. There's one bit of advice I would give to anybody in this world, and it's never put somebody down for their hobby. Okay, whether that person collects Tim Hortons mugs, or whether they write a diary, or whether they play badminton, or whatever, like, whatever someone's hobby is, that's their hobby, so don't put them down for that. Like, just support them. If you're not interested in it, just don't say nothing. Like, just leave it. Like, it's not important. Okay, a few here that I have actually seen. Oh my days, they've gone so far down. Yeah, I've never come across it before, so I'll have a nosy. Check them out. There's a few playlists for paranormal if that's your main interest, but there's a lot of exploring videos as well. I do have a second channel, which is called the Explore Beyond Vlogs. There's some quite interesting stuff on there as well, a lot of behind the scenes, and I'll do some paranormally type videos exploring a place, and they sometimes go on there as well. So yeah, check that out. Every Friday I release my videos at 7 o'clock every Friday, and every other Sunday on my second channel. It used to be every week, but I couldn't keep up at the minute with so much working. Yes, Gainer, I play guitar. You can see that, that's a Gibson SG behind me. That's oh, I just seen a comment come up on there about playing guitar. Maybe, I'll think about it. I have quite a few actually. So, well, there's 3 there. That's a Flying V, very, very old guitar. That's a Strat. There's one on the wall there, and I have an acoustic downstairs as well. I think I've got another acoustic somewhere. And I have 2 guitars that are currently just in bits because I was starting to paint them and things like that. So yeah, I've played guitar since I was a child. I used to have really long hair, you know, when I was a kid. I had side parting, a bit like this actually, and I used to have really long hair all the way down to like here. Played in a lot of bands when I was younger. I only cut my hair off after school. I went to college and I cut it a bit shorter. Yeah, Luna's my dog name. I'm just seeing that pop up there. Yeah, Luna. I've got Luna, the dog, and I've got Neptune, which is a parakeet. He's blue, so I named him Neptune. Just found back where I was in here. Sciatica. Okay, you've got sciatica. Okay, let me help you out with that. I'm going to show you something you can do to help with your sciatica. Okay, so get on a chair like this. I'm actually a sports massage therapist. That's what I do for a living, so I can help you with this. Okay, so sit on a chair. Just bring this leg up. Okay, press down on that knee. If you can get the leg up, if you can't, then we can do something else. But press down and just lean into it, and straight away you'll feel a pull there, and what that'll do is that'll release the tension around your sciatic nerve, so that should help you with your sciatica. And also, when you can, get do some extra walking. Give yourself 10 minutes a day, just get some walking when you can, and it will help the sciatica. So if you need any more, just send me just inbox me on Instagram, I'll help you out. Sad to hear you talk like. Yeah, it's been a tough time. I can get onto the work situation as well. I had to take out a second job, as I think I told a few people, and yeah, they were just absolutely like rinsing me of all my time, so that got me down mentally as well. People in some workplaces are just horrible. Never want to work in this environment again. It was I was doing like 13 hours of driving a day. It should have only been a part-time job. It should have been 16 hours part-time a week, which would have just helped me with wages. When I first started with working in therapy, I got a job in a clinic, and of course, with it being like new to me, I was building up my clientele and getting more patients, and until the point where I was comfortable, I wasn't making enough money, and I put it off for as long as I could. In the end, I had to get a second job, and it was delivering food in a van. And I worked every Saturday and Sunday, 11 hours each day, for about 15 weeks in a row. Didn't have one weekend off, and it was 10 in the morning till 9 at night Saturday, 10 in the morning, 9 at night Sunday. Over Christmas it went up to 11 o'clock at night, and I could be doing up until 11. Could be sometimes I was doing up until 12:30 at night, delivering food, believe it or not. And then I started getting put on, like I was doing days in the week as well. I was doing about 30 hours a week plus working in the clinic. I wanted to speak about this for a long time, but it just feels so like negative. But yeah, it was really getting me down so much. I had no time. I never saw Sylwia. In the end, it was my birthday, February, and I got put on a 13-hour shift, 6 in the morning till 13 hours later. And then the night before I was finishing at 9, so I had like 8 or 9 hours, whatever it is, between shifts, and it was getting me down, and to the point where I didn't go in, and I said I'm not coming back. So yeah, that was bad news, and I'm now working in a second clinic, so I've got a steady time like job now, and I'm better. But yeah, for a long time I really like had the piss taken out of it, basically. Like it was yeah, it was a tough time. How many investigators do we have in the room? So we have you guys, and there's me. Trying to think who else is up there. Lots of paranormal fans, I can say that much. Oh god, I've lost where I was on here. Oh, yeah, you've got to start somewhere, and it's good. I'm gonna have to start when I'm on the comments. I'm gonna start highlighting it. Very happy with a small channel. That's a good thing, because you'll grow and grow and grow, and then it'll be more natural. Because if you just want to be big straight away, expectations are too high. If you accept where you are, like I did, I knew I'm still a small channel. Like, I won't say I'm a big channel until I'm at least 15,000 subscribers, if I ever get there. Like, I am a small channel. I am so uncomfortable, guys. I can't get comfy. So yeah, you've got to, like, your expectations will be low, and then you can just grow naturally, and the people that then become your followers and subscribe to you will become fans, and they'll always be with you. Whereas if you beg for subscribers, as some people do, and even buy them, there's people been known to buy them, these people aren't going to watch your videos. They're not going to watch your videos. So yeah, you might have, I could have 10,000 subscribers now. If I'm getting 200 views, that means that 9,800 people on my subscribe list aren't watching my videos. Hey Wickerman, I'm nowhere near the bottom on the comments, but I've just seen you come up on the screen. Afternoon. Oh god. Yeah, Dan, about the money, I'm about the adventure and investigations. I just want to have a good time. You can't take money with you. That's what they always say. As long as I can enjoy my life and live comfortably, then I'm happy. Like, I do this for the love of doing it. I would give anything for my channel to just take off, because this is my passion. This is the only true passion I've got. I don't play guitar so much anymore. I can't so much because I've got carpal tunnel in this hand, a little bit in this hand, but mainly that one. It does affect me. I don't really play anymore. I haven't really properly played for years, but I love my guitars. I'm not going to get rid of them. Yeah, don't give a toss. Don't give a toss. Too old enough to care. As I've aged and I've grown, I've stopped caring. Like, I used to be so self-conscious when I was younger, and the reason for it is low self-esteem. I've always had low self-esteem. I don't like myself like look-wise and things like that. I never have done. I've always had such a low opinion of myself. One major thing when I first started my channel was I hated my teeth. I always have done. I should have had braces, but guess what? I've got Invisalign, so hold on. I don't care anymore. Like, I'll smile. I got this done for my wedding. I've had them in for about a year now. I'm still continuing. I need to have more time, because there's a tooth here that won't really come down properly. But yeah, they're so much better than what they used to be. Like, I used to hate them. Amazon wish list gainer, me too. I don't like it. if you've got an Amazon wish list, that's for you, not you, like for them. That's their wish list. I've got one on my Amazon account, but I'm not going to ask people to buy me things. I'll tell you what I have had. There's a friend of mine, a lady from Michigan. She lives in Michigan. I think it's around Michigan. And basically she watched my channel, and I speak to her all the time. Really nice lady named Denise, and she basically asked me for my address and wanted to send me something. So she sent me over some plates. I collect the American license plates. Collected them for years. If I go to a vintage store or somewhere, sometimes on Amazon, I'll always buy them. Can't help it. I spend a fortune on them. And she sent me like 4 over, and the fact that she sent them to me and I wasn't expecting it, it meant so much more to me than if I'd have said, oh, by the way guys, there's a lighter one for £50. It's on my Amazon wish list, will you buy it for me? And then, you know what I mean, it's like, it's cringy, to be honest. Most of my Christmas presents and birthday presents over the last few years have been YouTube related, believe it or not. I used to work at JCB, and every year at JCB they give big bonuses. My last bonus from JCB before I left, I brought myself a GoPro. I didn't buy myself a GoPro because I go on a bike or a ski. I brought it because I wanted to make vlogs without having a massive camera in my hand all the time. So that was the reason for it. So yeah, all my money that I get goes into my YouTube. But Amazon wish list, they do put me off as well. People saying, send me money, send me money, send me money. Please subscribe to me so I can get money. I'm at the guitar comment now. Sorry I'm taking so long here. When I start talking, I just ramble on. And you can ask Amy from Shadowhunters, and you can ask Susie from Spooky about that. And you can ask my friend Ollie, if anybody knows Ollie, because when I start talking, I send voice recordings, they turn into podcasts. Thank you for all the hearts. Oh, just scroll down too fast. It's because guitar is easy to play. If you wanted to learn, you can do it on YouTube now as well. Like when I learned, I used to have lessons in school. I used to skip my classes to go to lessons, or just go and jam in the music room. Luna's a common name, Sharon. I think there's a YouTuber I watch on YouTube, and he's got a dog named Luna as well. And the funny thing is, he always says Luna Tuna. And I used to call that Luna before I even started watching that guy. I used to say Luna Tuna. So that's funny. You do that exercise in bed in the morning, good. That's one of the better ones I've found. I always give that to people when I see them. Sciatica's common, like it's such a common thing. We have it all the time. Not like in the clinic, people come in with pains in the glutes, and it's a common thing. Working in the summer, working 6 till 10 at night in the summer. It's not on, like, it's not on. I've always done factory work or warehouse work. I used to work at FedEx. I've done lots of driving jobs, delivering parcels and things like that. And then I went JCB. Fun job JCB was, though, I will say, because I used to test machinery. So I'd be just driving around, testing machine, lifting, lowering, buckets, lifting. It was so fun. Driving in the dirt. I loved it. It was a good, fun job. But it just wasn't working out for me anymore. And I wanted to get into the sports therapy. YouTube takes up so much time, you are right. Wickham Man, I'm back down there now. That was about half an hour ago, I think. Yeah, do it all, because you can't go wrong. Reactions, reviews, investigations. The best thing you can probably do is just be natural and be yourself. Doing reviews, just do your own thing, because if you do something that other people haven't done, that's what takes you away from everybody else. That's the best thing. Do I want to make it an income? I love being an investigator and sharing my explores. I do. That is my main thing. If one day I could make money off it, I would still work, but I'd probably just go down to doing like a day or a couple of days. I think you should still have an income no matter what. I don't know how well, I do know actually. I was going to say I don't know how these YouTubers make money off just YouTube when they have the ups and the downs, but most of them have businesses anyway, whether it's something to do with their merch or what have you. They have something going on. ᴄᴏᴛ, if anybody watches him, he did have a sunglasses company, sells a lot of merch and things like that. Oh my gosh, he has properties, he rents properties out. So people do have these other jobs as well, and that's you gotta have an income. I like what I do. I like helping people, and it's a nice feeling when I see somebody and then 2 months later I'm seeing them, say, on a monthly basis, and they come back and they say how the pain's gone, totally gone, and that's a good feeling for me. I'm in an environment where I'm actually helping people. So I'll always work. If I made money off YouTube, I'd still work. I just seen said how sweet and lovely that was. But I don't know what I was saying. If it was aimed at me, it might have been another comment. But I'm at the bottom. I'm bang at the bottom, so I'm getting there. Yeah, it probably would actually, an interesting background. I was considering it. Like over here, I've got some cool pictures that I made a few years ago, and my guitar's up, and that lion mask. I brought that to scale Luna with, actually. Didn't work. But I do have a lot of plates. I can show them you one time if anyone wants to see them. I do have a video that I released on this channel. You can hear an alarm. I do have a video on this channel that I released a long time ago, talking about them plates. I've actually re-uploaded it to my vlog channel because back then I didn't have the vlog channel, so I was incorporating a few vlogs. I'll show you them pictures. Okay, we've got Led Zeppelin, and that's like an Illuminati one, and some other bits. There's a couple of pictures of ᴄᴏ, Romanian singer, and that's New York. Hold on, there we go, New York, and then a little pocket watch. So I think there's another one somewhere. That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of a backdrop. It's just a few pictures that I like. There's a Johnny Cash plate on the wall there, like a little metal plate. Love Johnny Cash. And my shelf's just got a lot of equipment on, cameras and things. Have a lot of cameras. Stanley Matthews. Anybody know Stanley Matthews from Stoke? That's his signature. That is a genuine autograph of Stanley Matthews there. Met him when I was a child. Sadly passed away, so I went to his funeral. He was the Wizard of Dribble. Stanley Matthews, the Wizard of Dribble. He was Messi before Messi was Messi. Yeah, I love Stanley. His house was in Stoke, not far from where I lived. My mum used to deliver parcels as a side job, and I went with her when I was younger in the 6-week holidays. We went to his house and he wasn't there, his wife was there, and she said, next time you come, hopefully Stanley's here. So when we went back, he was there, and he gave me a badge and signed that for me. It says to Simon Stanley Matthews, or Stan Matthews. So I've always had that since I was a child. That means a lot to me. I'll never get rid of that. Again, money means nothing to me. Like, I could probably sell it for a lot of money, but that is one of my prized possessions. Although he's playing for Blackpool in that picture and not Stoke. 2 years off 60, and I'm giving myself time to learn. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time. I'm actually 4 years off 60, believe it or not. I can't say that actually because I've already said I'm 33. So yeah. I'm missing comments again now. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. there's a church near me. It's about an hour away from me, and that's always open. I've done a few investigations there. You'll have to check them out, Jackie, because Luna's come back. They're quite decent videos. We had a lot of activity. I think he did ask me about activity actually, but I think I might have, as I'm going through the comments, I might have just missed it. Oh, there's one about cameras as well. I'm sorry, I've missed these comments. Yeah, I can certainly do a video on number plates if anyone would like to see that. Resort to using your phone. Yeah, you just asked that question again, haven't you? I've had mixed activity. A lot of times, I mean, nothing happens. There's been occasions where we've had a few knocks and bangs, very faint things, or it's a lot of feelings and feeling like being touched, stuff like that. But there's been some videos where nothing much has happened, whereas in other videos we've had loads of things happen. I've been scratched before. There's been a time where Sylvia was scratched. We've had something thrown at us in the same house actually. We're going there again in a few weeks' time with Amy from Shadow Hunters. So yeah, we've had mixed activity, but some things have been excellent. If you're looking for a camera for paranormal investigations, I recommend the Sony AX53, simply because I can't turn it on, it's got no battery on it, but it's got night vision built in. A lot of cameras these days with built-in night vision are either thousands and thousands of pounds, or they're like £200 off Amazon, and they're rubbish. I got this for about 600, which is a lot of money, but it films fantastic in the day. The battery lasts for hours, it's continuous recording, and the night vision is decent on it. So if you're after a decent camera, go for that. If you do no night vision, M50, Canon M50, very, very decent basic camera. Can change the lens on it, get different angles. I'm now using the Canon 250D. That's a nice zoom lens, but I do have another lens for it. Bit more advanced. It's not a mirrorless like the Canon M50. It's a DSLR. It's a nice camera, I like that. But there's a reason why I've got oh, Gainey, you just said it. Sorry, I was reading that comment from Sharon. Just seen a picture of Michelle who drew that, if you don't mind. Back in a minute. I'll see you in a minute. Gainer, you just asked a question about a podcast. Well, I am actually setting up a podcast. So if you saw my video I did where I was talking about the scariest night of our lives, you'll notice that I was in a studio. Now, that is my friend's studio, and from August last year, I've been setting up a podcast. Was keeping it to myself because I didn't want people to run away with it, but I've noticed a lot of people recently are announcing that they're going to go podcasts and things like that. Anyway, I have set up a podcast, but I'm still working on a few things. Money was tight, and also timing. Again, going back to that job with Iceland, that delayed me massively, but I was setting up a podcast from August last year. Lots of decorating, lots of trial and error. That's why I've got the two cameras, so I can get dual angle. Plus, my friend's also got an M50, so yeah, that'll have a few angles then for the video. Software, I looked into one, I can't think what it's called now, and you upload to that, and then you can send it over to like Spotify and things like that. But the end goal is to hopefully have it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and then it's Acast. But I am going to have them on YouTube as well, so I'm filming them, hence the cameras. I'm going to be filming the podcast, editing the podcast, and then it's going to be released, the audio onto like Spotify, but the video is going to be on this channel. So I'm going to have a playlist just for my podcast. But this is what I've been playing around with. I've been effing and ahhing whether I release them on a new channel, like do a podcast channel, or whether I release them on here. So I've decided to go on here. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I am excited for the podcast, but I was trying to keep it more quiet. But a lot of people are starting, and I just don't want to get left behind, if that makes sense. You've got to be there for yourself at the end of the day. Sorry, I'm just going back. I think I missed something else someone said. Maybe not. Amy's going to be on my podcast anyway. Gainer, Jackie. Yeah, different ball game. I've done a few videos. I've edited them, but they've been. I've not been fully happy with them. Now we're using a full mic setup. I actually brought these the other day for the mic toppers because they make a massive difference. I've got a few mics and a mixer. Filming it all on my laptop. Well, recording it all into my laptop. You haven't spoilt it at all, Gainer. No, I was thinking about actually saying it anyway. Truthfully, I wrote myself a little list so I don't lose track of what I want to say, and you'll notice on the bottom it does say podcast. So yeah, you've not ruined anything. Don't worry. Like if you'd have said it and I didn't want to talk about it, I just wouldn't have said anything, would I? But no, that's completely sound. I have started to set it up, and I want it to be a big thing that I do. Sylwia's been involved. She's been there to help, and so has my friend Ollie. It's been good. It's been good. I had a couple of chairs that I've took to the studio, and the owner of the studio donated me a table to use. There's some lighting up there, but I've also got my own lighting as well. I need to invest in a bit more, but yeah, we're going to be doing a full podcast in that studio, and I can't wait. I've been doing a lot up there recently. Not been up for a couple of weeks, like, because I've been busy. But I've spent a lot of time up there doing a lot of trial and error. So yeah, it's gonna be good. I hope it works out really well for us. I noticed that ᴄဃᴜ recently said they were doing a podcast, and I'm sure theirs is going to be excellent because they're good at what they do. But I've seen a lot of people otherwise posting about podcasts, and I'm thinking I don't want to be in that category of just the next person. Like I've had plans for this for a long time. I've wanted to do it for a long time, and since August it's been planning. Well, I would if you're doing anything like face to face, like I don't mind traveling, not at all. But yeah, I don't mind doing things like that, and you're always welcome to travel if you can to me and join my podcast. That's absolutely fine. I was just saying before, Amy's going to be a part of it. Susie's going to be a part of it. I've spoke to them too. They both know about it anyway. That's two people that I've spoken about it too. So Amy and Susie definitely separate, together, whatever they want. Moxley, more than welcome. Danny, Night Talks can come along with Ming. They're all welcome. The people that I've been out with, and I'm happy to have them join me. And the thing is, you don't have to be an investigator or a YouTuber to be on it. If somebody, anybody wants to come on it and say, oh, can I come on and chat about my opinions and my things, more than welcome. Just let me know when it's a setup, obviously. I'm going to film a load of them first, get them all out of the way. I want it to be perfect before I invite anybody. I wanted it to look at it and say I am 100% happy with that. A lot needs to be changed so far, and a lot needs to be done, but once it's done, it's done. Yeah, podcast, I can't wait for that. I've wrote that list I was showing you just, but I've barely gone through any of that. Spoken about YouTube, and changing in my channel and things. The wedding, speak about my wedding. Yeah, you're more than welcome. The thing is, always waiting for your videos. Okay, don't worry about it. ᴄဃᴜ, if you need to go, you need to go. Join me Friday at 7 o'clock. My new video's out. It's a good one. It's a long one as well. And my mum's inside it. Inside it? My mum's in the video. Inside the video. She's inside the video. Yeah, so the wedding was the best day of my life. hands down. I've still not got the photos yet, the official photos, but the wedding was the best day of my life. I would love to relive every second of it. It couldn't have gone any better. Could not have gone any better. And yeah, I was just gonna talk about and yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say that we can do online, like Zoom. I don't know how it'd work. I'd have to look into it. I have tried to think about it before because, well, I think Dan's gone to work now, Dan Tex, but obviously he's got a massive interest in paranormal. He shares everyone's pages and videos. So Dan, I was going to invite onto the podcast and have a chat with him, but it'd have to be done over like Zoom or what's the other one people use? I use it at work, so I should know. It's it begins with S, I think. The other one anyway. So yeah, people like that are gonna have to be over at a certain time of the day. Yeah, bye Rogue. I'll see you Friday at 7. Make sure you're there. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that over the internet anyway. But yeah, you know, you're more than welcome if you want to do it that way. That's completely fine. I mean, it's all relevant at the end of the day. If we're sitting there and the sound quality isn't as good as what it'd be in a studio with mics, it's still a podcast, and that's the way it is. So yeah, I'm happy to do that. And yeah, email me over. My email should be on Facebook if you need that, or you can WhatsApp it me or whatever. It should all be on there anyway. I don't know why I can't take it off. My WhatsApp number's on there. I can't take it down. Yeah, talk about the wedding. I think I was talking about the wedding, wasn't I? Can't wait for the photos and the video, but it was the best day of my life. Couldn't have gone any better. No, that's what I was talking about, mental health. So mental health, I'm sure a lot of people can sort of relate to what I'm saying, but yeah, I've always suffered with mental health. I was really like tested over this last year. I've probably been the lowest I've ever been. The wedding day was an amazing day, and it took my mind away from it, and it made me feel better, especially with getting this second job in the second clinic now. So it's taken so much off my shoulders. But we had money troubles. We had money troubles since I left my old job. And the thing is, like, Sylvia was always there for me. There's been times where she was out of work and I supported us both, and then when I was not getting enough at my 2 days a week job, she was supporting us and doing extra. And that's what makes a marriage at the end of the day. We weren't a married couple then, but we've certainly always helped each other out. But it's been a struggle. I don't really speak to anybody about it apart from Sylvia, and you know, I've got a close friend who I talk to about it, but it's my problem. And ultimately, yeah, Sylvia comes with me. So if you check my videos, she'll be in most of the videos, like 90% of the videos Sylvia's in. She's at work at the minute, so she's not gonna be here. And by the time she finishes, I need to leave. So I've got to go drive an hour, all the way down to Lichfield from Newcastle. But yeah, Sylvia, she's really good at investigating too, so she's fantastic. It's her birthday soon, end of next month. What month are we in? April, yeah, end of next month. Yeah, and going back to the mental health, like I have struggled for a long time. Since I was a child, I felt really low in myself. Just get a drink of water. I felt really low in myself, and it's been a massive. It's been a massive. Man's gone blank. I don't even know what I was going to say a minute ago. Yeah, it's been a big test for me. Like this last year has been a massive test. The reason I left my old job at JCB was due to stress. I also had quite a serious thing happen to me. It's not showing up so much now, and I think the lighting, but basically, I got absolutely showered in diesel. There was a leak on a machine. I was underneath. I'd been asked to look underneath, and I got absolutely showered in diesel. Covered my face, went in my eyes. It burnt my skin. It wasn't hot, or it wasn't that hot, but the chemical, like it got into me, and all my skin was red and blotchy. It was worst here, but it ran into this eye. I couldn't open my eyes. My eyes are burning, and seriously, all that people said was, "Oh, you want to go wash your eyes out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I can't see where I'm going." And that's it. It was a horrible, like I don't get PTSD from it as such, but I get that horrible, like, reminder. Do you know what I mean? And the struggle. In fact, I couldn't see. It wasn't like a blind can't see. Like, I couldn't open my eyes. They were burning. No one cared, and I just thought, like, my friend who worked there with me, he'd left before that, and there's a lot of nice people there that I did like, and people I like to work with, but in that vicinity at the time, no one cared. And I just thought, you know what, nobody likes me here. Like, that's how I felt. I thought nobody particularly cares about me. Like, I'm literally in significant pain right now. I can't see where I'm going to go even get eye wash or go to the toilets, and no one cares. They're just joking around about it, and it stressed me out massively. The day after, I had the day off work because my skin was burning. It was constantly burning. The day after that was the Friday. It eased off a little bit, but I was coating my skin in creams and stuff. Saturday, about the same. It wasn't that bad. I went to bed Saturday night, and I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, to the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And I've crushed this hand inside rollers, in industrial rollers, and that pain in my eye was just the most pain I ever felt in my life. I felt like someone was holding a blowtorch to my eye, and I woke up almost screaming. Like, woke Sylvia up next to me, and she's trying to get, like, cold tissue, tea bags, cold, everything, just trying to put stuff on my eye to cool it down. And it felt like I could have gouged my eye out to get rid of the pain. It sounds disgusting, I know, but that's how bad the pain was. I couldn't get back to sleep. I was just in a constant pain. I went to the A&E, which sent me to a walk-in centre. They did a UV check, and it turns out, yeah, exactly, that's what I was thinking. I was worried about my eyesight, because then I can't drive, then I can't go out and investigate until Sylvia's with me. So basically, they did a UV check. They put this, like, yellow dye, and then they checked my eye, and it turned out I had a little bit of a cut, or it's a minute cut at the back of my eye, and they said it's probably from a little shot of metal. And that was so much pain. They gave me these drops to put in, this cream or something, if I remember. And after about a week, I was better, but I'm still left with skin issues. Like, I've never had skin issues on my face, but, like, during the wedding, I had, like, a rash around here, and that is only because of that diesel. These eyes are very dry now, like, very dry. I was struggling with this eye the other day. It was burning me. I went to the opticians because I was worried about it, and it's because they're always so dry, and it's been that way ever since that accident. And to know that they never even cared, really, it just got me down, and didn't take long after that, and I ended up leaving. Went to do something that I wanted to do otherwise. Anybody do that when they were younger? So yeah, I don't look back on that now. I'm not even bothered. There's some nice people there, some really nice people that work there. Thanks, Scott. Just if you wanted to do anything like that, mate, just start. Nothing's stopping you. All the time I worked at FedEx, I wanted to do it. I was always interested in it. But eventually, I just said to myself, why don't I do it? And I just started, and I've never looked back. I've enjoyed it. Many ups and downs, but ultimately I've enjoyed it. yeah, I'm in a better place now. And even the stress that the last year has been with the money situation, it's been really testing. I had a headache for about 3 weeks straight. I couldn't like, I couldn't concentrate on anything. YouTube took a massive hit because I was not putting time and effort into videos. I was editing videos and just not even caring. I wasn't joining live streams because I couldn't, well, live chats because I was at work. Well, that was after the work came, but before the work came, I was just like struggling mentally, and then the work came and it made me feel worse. I had the money now, but now I had no time. So I was like working every day. I was working, well, at one time I worked about 18 days in a row, something like that. And that's because I was doing the clinic as well as Iceland, and Iceland were having me in every single day. I shouldn't have said the name of the company, but I've said it now. Yeah, so it was delivering shopping for that company I've just said, which probably shouldn't have said, but it came out, so it's out there now. But yeah, I was working like 7 days a week, and it was just absolutely killing me off. It lasted about 5 months. 5 months too long. I only planned on staying there for 2, but yeah, proper got me down. I went from having no money and stress, because I've got no money and I'm worried about the future and I'm worried about bills and things like that, to having the money I needed, but now having no time and being constantly shattered. And that's the exact thing. When, like, if I died, okay, from it's different in the job I'm in now, because truthfully, the people that work, like, own these companies, they do care about you, and I see that. They're very much for your mental well-being and your mental health. So I know that I won't have to struggle like that when I'm in this environment, or this industry, basically. But I'm not used to it. So working in the clinics I'm working in, they care about you. I know if I went to them with a mental health issue, I know that they would try and help me out, and I know that I'd have people to talk to. But I've always worked in environments where they don't care about you. Ultimately, they'll pretend they care about you, and so you work your arse off, but they don't care about you. In that environment, I know that if I died, like, of course, I'm not going to feel anything. I'm gone. My family are going to be sad. My friends are going to be sad. But my workplace, they're going to be looking at getting somebody else to do my job straight away. I mean, I know they've got a business to run, but they don't care about you. Like, and I said it for a long time when I was at JCB, and it was actually COVID that made me feel this way. I had 6 months off work, more than my week's wage, because I was getting 80% of my previous year, but I was working like 12 hours a day at JCB, 12 hours each day. So every week after, in COVID, I was getting like 500, 550, 450. I was getting a lot of money for just sitting at home, and I enjoyed myself just going out exploring. We had the summer, everyone remembers the summer we had. And after that, I couldn't do a 9 to 5, on nights. And I've done nights I did nights for 10 years, but I couldn't go back to doing that daily job anymore. I couldn't do it. And I went back and I tried, but my head wasn't there. And I'll admit that I didn't care about my job anymore, because I wanted to go back and go back to have that life that I had. Just getting up, exercising, eating right, doing what me and Sylwia wanted to do, going out exploring, making my videos. My channel was growing. And then when it all got taken from under my feet and I had to go back work, and now I'm back to working all the overtime in the week, and then demanding to work weekends, pressurizing to work weekends, I thought to myself, I don't want this. Like, I don't, like, you don't care about me, like, but you just want me here to, like, run myself into the ground like I do, like I've always been like that. So I had to get away from it. Ultimately, I had to get away from that environment, but I've still got it in me where if I got called in for a meeting I would think I've done something wrong, and it could be a meeting to say how well I've been doing, or a meeting to say we're going here for a day out, do you want to come, or we want you to do this, or we want you to do that. And it could be such a positive thing, but I will still have it in my mind that I am going to be in trouble, because that's all I've ever been used to. So it's going to take a long time to get that out of my system, I know that, but hopefully it doesn't last forever like this, and I can start looking forward. I do go through periods where I don't look out for myself, don't drink any water, and I'm just not happy. Last few days have been hard. Last night I had a bit of a mental breakdown. Just came from nowhere, don't know why. Drivers on the road weren't helping. I probably hadn't drank enough water in the day. Soon got past it in the evening. Took a few hours, but I do struggle. I struggle like anybody else does. I don't like to be this way, but it's hard. Yeah, this is water from the National Trust, by the way. I love these bottles so much. So I brought myself 2 last time we went. Last weekend actually, we went and took Luna to ᴍᴑᴇ. It's not far from where I work, it's not far from where I live. But yeah, and people suffer with mental health, and there should always be someone there. I see, like Gainey, I'm talking to you and you're saying you get those too. I was driving at the time, and I just lost it. I lost it. I can always talk about it. One thing I've always said on my channel I wanted to do one day was talk about my past life, and that's not family related. It's not one of them where I'm going to say my mum and dad did this, like they didn't, like my mum and dad aren't, they're good parents. It's more like ex-partners and things like that. But I've been on the edge before now, many times over, because of one person. I've been in a domestically violent relationship. That came out weird. Domestically violent relationship. And I can talk about that now because it doesn't bother me like the same as it did, but it's always got that, it still has an impact on my life. It still puts me where I am now. The reason I'm sometimes I'm a nervous wreck, and sometimes I'm anxious. I get anxious so easily, and I'm nervous, and the way I hate myself as a person is down to that one person mainly. I was in a domestically violent relationship. I've been attacked. I'm left with scars inside and out. I'm glad I'm not in that place anymore. I wouldn't be on YouTube if I was, because I wasn't even allowed to have a mobile phone. It went that bad. But I can talk about it now without getting upset over it. I can talk about it without being angry over it, because it's the past. And I'm just happy that I overcame that, because things could have gone so differently for me, and they almost did, many occasions. So yeah, I'm happy to be away from that. I mean, if people want me to go into detail, like not to be nosy, but if people want me to talk about this because maybe they can relate, and they can it can help them understand or make them realize that there's a way out and there's a way forward, then I'll happily talk about it. I've said I was going to do it since I started my channel, and I've never really, 4 years later, I still haven't done it, because I don't just want to make a video like talking about somebody without it becoming more natural. Like, I want it to be natural, like people are interested to know, rather than me just saying, oh, by the way, when I used to be with this girl, I used to not be allowed a mobile, and I wasn't allowed out the house, and I wasn't allowed to see my family, and I wasn't allowed to see my friends, and I was time limited on everything, and I used to get hit all the time. And yeah, I don't want to just come out with that without people saying that they want to hear about it. So if it would help others, then yeah, definitely. There's a lot of young people out there, very naive, and without any experience, that think that that person is the only person for them. I was one of them people, and that's why I stayed there. And I'm so glad that I came away in the end. One thing that I can't get away from is the fact that I laugh about it now, like I've done it in this video like 3 times, but my mind just goes like, ah, gone, I forget what I was talking about. It could be age, but this all started after an incident with this person. Started seeing somebody else when she was still with me, and it wasn't one time, it happened over the 3 years we were together. But the last time it happened, I ended up getting a bit of a fight happened. Like, I'm not a fighting person, but a fight happened. Him, not me. Like, I didn't start it, I didn't want it, but he did it. I ended up hitting my head quite hard on the floor. I was bleeding in the ears. Quite gruesome thing to talk about, I know. I'm sorry if it upsets anybody, but I was bleeding from the ears, bleeding from the nose. I was covered in bruises and cuts because I hit my head on the floor. I blacked out. I was still awake, but I couldn't see anything. My eyes rolled back in my head, and by the screams that were happening, I know what was happening. He was just hitting me, constantly hitting me, one after another, after another, after another, after another. And I thought I was going to die that night. I won't lie, I thought I was going to die. I started to see, I turned my head away, and I was just getting hit in the head here, like sort of on my eye. And I remember I started to see a little bit in one eye, and I could see at the end of where it happened, there was a white Vauxhall Vectra, like the old, I think it's the first Vectra they made, that really old one now. There was a white one at the end of the street, I remember it, and I could see the wheel of the car and the Vauxhall badge, and nobody came out of the house, and they must have heard the screaming, they must have seen something. People are like that, but nobody came out, nobody helped me. The screaming was actually her. It was actually her that was screaming, because she was saying, "You're gonna kill him." His mum, her mum was screaming. His dad, her dad was there. I keep saying her dad was there. And to be fair to him, he was actually trying to get him off me, but he wasn't having it. He'd been taking drugs that night. He was on cocaine. I know that for a fact. And he just went like an animal. And I went to the hospital after, because I kept blacking out. I kept bleeding from the ears. Didn't go to the hospital that night. I just wanted to forget about it. But yeah, like I've never been the same since. I've always got this. I keep forgetting things. Like, I'll just be talking, and I worry about my podcast when I do it, because I'll be talking away and I'll be like, what was I talking about? So yeah, it's a horrible thing to happen. It's horrible. I didn't deserve it. Like, I genuinely didn't deserve it. I was being led on by somebody who'd started seeing somebody else. Obviously lied to that person and said that I was harassing or what have you, and I still lived in our house. She went away and stayed in his house, but she lied to me where she was, and I was still in our house waiting for her to come back, upset every night, not looking after myself. You know, I must have looked a mess. And I had our dog. We had a little bulldog at the time. No, it was a pug at the time. We had a bulldog and a pug. It was a pug at the time, and it was just me and the pug every night. I didn't go work for a few weeks, and I just literally I didn't eat, and I was literally just in our house existing, being led on that somebody needs time and all that. And in the end, I was like, right, I need to I went down for talk and get some questions, and this is what happened to me. I went to the hospital because I was driving the day after, and I blacked out at the wheel. I wasn't going fast, luckily, and I managed to stop when I hit the curb and went up the curb. I managed to stop the car, and then I thought, you know what, I think I need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. But yeah, I don't mind talking about this now. I don't get upset when I'm talking about it. It's something that I've come through, and if people would listen, because you know they want to know about these things, because it helps them, I will happily talk. I will make more videos. Just let me know. And I don't want the sympathy vote. I'm not telling you for sympathy. I'm not saying anyone's giving it to me now in the comments. I'm not saying that. Like I'm reading the comments as I'm talking, believe it or not. That's why I'm not really looking at the camera. But I'm not after the sympathy vote. It's just that that's what happened. I didn't have a girlfriend after for about 2 years. It was just me alone, and I never looked after myself. And then one day I just thought, I need to change this life. I need to change and get better. Ended up meeting somebody. I was with that person for a year. Didn't work out, but then I met Sylwia. And all them years ago, it started when I was 21, up until the age of like 23, 24. Or was it 20 when it started? I was young anyway. And then I came to meet Sylwia, and we've been together in like all these years now, and we're strong, and we're married, and that's the most important thing. She's been through that sounds like a helicopter. Sounds loud, whatever it is. My days. Can you hear that? I can't see it. I'm looking. No, it's gone. Stick that back. Oh my god. That's what I was saying now. Don't worry about it, Sharon. Don't need to apologise for anything. It is 3:30, and if Thursday afternoon, I don't expect people to be here, but I'm grateful for everybody that's here and talking. It means a lot. Makes me realise that I can do more live chats, more live streams, and people will be there and listen. Because when I start talking, I can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. It's like doing a podcast as well, actually. Yeah, people who've got youngsters, it's tough because they're never going to listen to you. They don't realise that you've been through these things. My niece and nephew are the youngest ones in my family, and if they ever went through these situations, I'd like to think that they can come and talk to me. But I don't think they would. But I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I've been through everything. Like, I've done it all. And yeah, it's just focusing on me and Sylwia. I mean, the stuff I've done since me and Sylwia been together, I never went to abroad. Well, I've been to France when I was younger, but I never went abroad until after that relationship. I went to Canada with the partner after, and then when I met Sylwia, we went straight to Poland within a few months to see her family in Warsaw, and we've not been anywhere since. That's just because of Luna. It's not because we haven't. It's just that we haven't had the time, or because of Luna we can't really leave it. So yeah, but like how much my life's changed. Like I'm happy in the fact that I'm doing YouTube and I can do my hobbies. I can come on social media. I can have Facebook. For God's sake, like I was never allowed to have a phone, never mind social media. So things are so much different now, and I'm living normal. Like, I'm living normal. It took a long time to get back to that because I couldn't even watch like a film when I was with that person. I wasn't allowed to play PlayStation. I had an Xbox at the time, but I was only allowed to play FIFA. Wasn't allowed to do anything in my life. My life was just going work at night. I worked at FedEx on nights for 9.5 years, and my life was go to work, come home, do as I'm told. Don't worry, if you need to go, that's fine. I need to go myself, to be fair. I've got to take Luna for a walk, have some dinner, and I've got to go work in like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna have to gonna have to end soon. But yeah, if you guys need to go, then feel free. My video's out tomorrow night at 7, so I hope to see you there in the comments. I'll be there. Hey up here, Paul. How's it going, mate? Been doing a lot of talking about different subjects, so yeah, you might have to go back. But we're currently at 106 minutes, so it's a long video. Currently, I'm just talking about like past things and stuff. It's not relevant to the video anymore, but I'm just talking. Yeah, PG Paranormal Guardians. Paul is Jackie. She's just leaving now, but yeah, seems really nice person. I'm glad she joined. I was trapped. Some people can just be just sick in the head, to be honest. Like, there's no need for people to be like this. And people should never feel trapped. People should never be trapped. It's not normal. Like, there's always somebody else out there for somebody. And I hope obviously you're not in that situation now, and you've moved on from that, and you're happier. But I was literally like, I was stuck in that relationship, and I didn't see any way out of it. Every bit of money I had from my job at the time, I was putting into that life with that person. Every time I got a bit of savings, because every time I got kicked out of the place, I had nowhere to go. Like, I was sleeping in my car, believe it or not. I used to have a Polo. It wasn't the biggest thing, and I was sleeping in the back of the Polo. Wasn't being able to go for a shower, and you can imagine how bad that was. Like, after work, going work in a dirty warehouse, and then going home, well, not having a home to go to basically, and then having to sleep in your car or sleep in your mum's caravan, because that was the only place you could think of going. And I slept in my mum's caravan for a long time on many occasions. And again, I had no phone. Yeah, it's not all about this, Paul. I've been talking about YouTube. You must have seen the situation with my YouTube. I've spoken to you about it, and my wedding. What else did I speak about? Just talk about paranormal and stuff. But yeah, I just recently got onto this. I'm gonna have to go myself, to be honest, in a minute. I've got to go work for about 2 hours. But yeah, like I'd never wish that upon anybody, and anybody that's in that position, I just tell them, just get away. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Brother sorted it out. Sometimes that's the only way. Sometimes that's the only way. Some people deserve it. But yeah, it's good to get it all out there. You know, if you need to talk about it, just talk about it. Hey up, Dan, how's it going? I'm doing okay, mate. Yeah, I've just I'll fill you in very quickly. I was just talking about my YouTube more so than anything else. Just like the views struggling. They've been struggling for nearly 2 years, and like, I contacted YouTube to find out if there was a restriction, and turns out there's not. So I'm going to continue with this channel, and hopefully it starts to grow again. But yeah, doing okay, mate. Hope you are as well. Yeah, and as well, I started with the longer videos. When I first started, I was doing like 45 minutes onwards because I preferred them. And people were saying, your videos are too long, they need to be shorter, because I haven't got time to watch them. And then I started doing shorter videos, and half an hour was too long for people, so I started doing like 20 minutes, and people were happy with that. So I carried on with 20 minutes, but I don't like 20-minute videos. Like, I feel like if my videos are 10-15 minutes long, I feel like they're way too short, and I hate them videos. But I always try and get them to be about half an hour, 25 minutes, half an hour. Paranormal videos, maybe more like 45 to an hour still. Again, going back to what I was saying earlier on in the video, I've stopped caring about what other people think about my channel, like in regards to when they say, I want, yeah, exactly, it's my channel, so I do as I please. If I want to do a video that's an hour long, I'll do a video that's an hour long. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want it is so unpredictable. I just want my channel to start growing. So I want my channel to start growing again like it did, and yeah, 30 to 35 minutes is okay. Sometimes an hour. If you're getting good activity and it's an investigation, then that's good. Yeah, and that's an hour long video is completely fine. I really I'm gonna have to go, guys, because I've got to leave very soon. It's 3:30 now, and I've got to leave for work at 4 o'clock to get there for 5. I've got to take Luna out for a walk, so I've got to get ready as well. So I'm gonna have to end this one, guys. Thanks everyone for being here. Yeah, exactly. And I know you're just at 10k, aren't you, Dan? Just at 10k. It's good going. It's good going. And Paul, you're doing really well. It's just it is hard, and I don't know why. My channel was, I got somewhere, and then now I've been down here, and I've been down here ever since. And occasionally a video will just spike up, but not many. So hopefully it continues, and I can start to actually grow and get somewhere again. Fumbling my words a bit now because I'm just like, yeah, I need to go. So right, thanks everyone for being here, and if doing some live videos like this is something you'd prefer to see more of, then let me know and I will happily do more. So yeah, thanks for being here and take care.